So Sindra is still leader of the race, 11 minutes in. Iggy is up to second place. He starts to try and bridge that gap to Sindra now. Ben not too far behind him in third place. Ben had a great start, didn't he? But he's given away the lead of the race. He's currently in third place. I'm sure he's going to be trying to hold on to that third position. Viking Dog is there in fourth. Kyle is fifth, being still hounded by Owen in sixth. Japanese Character now seventh. He dropped to eighth, didn't he? But managing to make a place now. He had that moment, didn't he, on the grass and just sent the car around. Just an unlucky moment. Owen and Kyle looking like they were side by side as they came into the bus stop there. That's not something you really want to do. So Owen actually finding his way past Kyle now. Kyle now under pressure from Japanese Character. Japanese Character is looking for the move. No room for error here. Owen, no, Kyle. He's having a look up the inside on Owen. Japanese Character's trying to follow through as well. So Owen dropping to seventh place. Japanese Character is through. And he's going to try and take the inside on Kyle now. Hopefully there's not going to be any contact between these two. Oh, it did look like Kyle got shuffled out slightly wide there. Japanese Character not wanting to give too much room. Trying to cement that position. Kyle trying to find his way back past Owen. Meanwhile, BX is there in 8th place. He's trying to come through now as well. He's got his teammate there in 9th. Isaac will be trying to keep the rest of the field behind. TF's there in 10th. 404 is 11th. Chris 12th. Van der Speck in last, still having a bit of a battle here. 13th and 14th. Van der Speck holding that position for the meantime. Lars, what can he do? Can he come back? Can he go for another move? Looking very close between these two. A whole bit of contact there between them two. Lars almost forcing his way through. Not the cleanest of moves. Van der Speck managing to get back through. That was a little bit cleaner, wasn't it? And we have had a retirement, so Sindra is still currently in first place. He's got a nice gap now over Iggy, although he's closing that gap, isn't he? It's not as big as it has been. Still a nice bit of breathing space for the meantime. Ben's still there in third place, a little way off the back of Iggy now. He's not going to have the advantage of that slipstream. So I think Viking Dog may be able to go for a move in the next couple of laps. I think we're going to start seeing our first of our pit stops. So Japanese Character now back up to 5th place. He was challenging for the top 3, but he had that moment and it cost him. Actually putting in a purple sector. Owen is there in 6th. So who was having a battle with Owen? I think it was BX is there in 7th. Who's made his way through to 7th. Isaac 8th. TF's 9th. And then a huge gap between him and Chris in 10th. Van der Speck is 11th, still starting to break away from Lars, who's now in 12th. So Kyle now opting to go into the pits. He's on a fresh set of softs. He's back out in 13th. 404 also on a fresh set of softs. Where is he going? You can't park there, mate. Sindra still race leader, but Iggy has closed that gap now. I think we're going to have to go on board with Iggy for a lap and see it. He's closed right up into turn 1. Sindra's going to be starting to feel the pressure now. He had a nice bit of breathing space, didn't he? But Perhaps them softs started to feel a little bit second hand now. The mediums probably just coming into their optimum window. They take a little while longer to switch on to the mediums, but they do also last longer. Iggy not having too bad a run as well this season. He's had some decent results, hasn't he? Tomorrow night is obviously round 4. I'm not too sure where it is, to be honest. I'll have a look on the Discord later this evening, and we get a run down through the standings tomorrow as well on the live comms. So it's looking now like Iggy may have to run on Syndra. Syndra, what can he do? He's going to have to go defensive, isn't he? I think he's just going to try and hunt that inside line. Iggy's still looking like he's got momentum, even though he's not in the slipstream now. He's going to go around the outside. He's trying to make it around the outside. He's going to get a switch back. And he has, he has managed to get it done. So that was a great move there from Iggy. Syndra just went a little bit deep, didn't he? Syndra trying to come back now, though. But I think them softs of Syndra's, they have started coming to the end of their life expectancy, and he hasn't quite got the grip to be able to get back past Iggy. But then he has saved a lot more fuel, so Iggy may still have to pit before Syndra. Syndra may be able to stay out for a few more laps and maintain that track position. We're coming up to the halfway mark of this race. 18 minutes in now, nearly 19. We'll see a 40-minute endurance in the feature race. So yeah, it's looking like Syndra may be dropping off the back of Iggy slightly. He's going to start trying to extend that gap, maybe get a free pit stop, but it was looking like Syndra may have done that at one stage, and I guess he must have had a moment somewhere, because that gap definitely did come down, didn't it? They still have got quite a nice lead over the rest of the field, but Viking Dog, you can see him in the shot there, and Iggy is now into the pits. There's a few people in the pits. Syndra opting to stay out for track position. He's going to keep that race lead for the meantime. How much longer can he make them softs last? I'm not too sure. So Ben now back up to second place, but Ben, look at his fuel indicator there, it is flashing. Will he make it to the end of this lap? I'm not too sure. You're going to have to keep an eye on that. So Owen is now up to third place. He's got a lot more fuel left than Ben, but still not too many laps. I think we want to actually stay on board with Ben for a minute, see if he manages to make it to the end of this lap with that little fuel, because he is almost running on fumes. Come on, Ben, you can do it. And also I'd like to see where Syndra comes out, because it looks like he may have that gap again. He may have opened up that gap enough to be able to keep the race lead after he pits, but we'll have to wait and see. You'll have to watch this space as they come up to the bus stop for the 12th time. Or they're on the approach to the bus stop for the 12th time. And look at that fuel now on Ben's car. It is getting very low. Is he going to have enough to take him to the pit stop? To the pits? I'm not sure. It's going to be very, very close. Come on, Ben. He is literally running on fumes now. I wonder if we're going to hear a few splutters from that Ford GT as he enters the pits. There he goes. And he has actually made it. He made it with 1% of fuel left. So Sindra, look at that gap that Sindra's got now. Sindra looking to try and make it a free pit stop. We're going to have to stay on board with Sindra now, aren't we? And see where he comes out. A lot of the guys behind have obviously now pitted. Viking Dog will surely come through and take second place. Iggy will be promoted to third. There we go, Viking Dog moves through second place. As them guys are still fueling up, Iggy is there in third place. He's now being challenged by Japanese Character, who's there in fourth. Japanese Character looking quite aggressive this evening. Which is okay, but you don't really want to be tapping the other drivers around you too much. And is Sindra going to pit this lap? I'm not sure. I think maybe he thinks he's got another lap left in them tyres, but that rear drive side, right hand side tyre looking very dead now, and he's chosen to stay out, so hopefully he managed to maintain that gap. He'll get a free pit stop and he will come out race leader still. So we will, as he continues this lap, we'll have a look down through the field. So Viking Dog is up to second place now. He's having a bit of a shaky start, but he's managed to find his way back up there. He's on a fresh set of softs as well, so I'm sure he's going to be planning to put them to good use. Iggy still currently third place. He's managed to get a bit of breathing space now over Japanese Character, who has dropped off him slightly. There he is in the Lexus. BX Royal is up to fifth place now. But I'm not too sure how much fuel he had when he went into the pits, but it's looking like he may have underfueled that car. Still 26 minutes left and he's only got 3/4 of a tank. Kyle is up to sixth place. On a fresh set of softs. So I'm wondering if maybe with the tyre wear around here, we did see some fairly early pit stops, didn't we? That maybe some of the guys going for a two-stop strategy. I'm not too sure though. So we've got Owen up to 7th place, Ben is up to 8th, Isaac is up to 9th, TX is there in 10th, Van der Speck 11th, 404 12th, Chris is up to 13th, and then Lars in 14th. Sindra is now in the pits. Will he hold that race lead? We'll go on board with Viking Dog and see if he manages to get past him. I don't think they've even started putting fuel in that car yet. And he is now in the pits, but I think he is going to lose the race lead. So a very long pit stop around here. Road at Daytona road course. Viking Dog has moved through to take the lead of the race. Currently with the fastest lap for 1:44.9. Sindra actually coming out not too far behind him though in second place. So it's not all over for Sindra. Viking Dog is now on the softs. Japanese character now up to third place. He's managed to overtake. Or did he get past? He may have even got past Iggy in the pits. So Iggy down to fourth now. Can he get back past Japanese character? He's got BX bearing down on him as well. BX now up to fifth place. So BX having a great drive at the moment as well. He's come from the back of the field, obviously winning the sprint race, and he's up to fifth place. Actually looking like he was putting in a purple sector there as well. Will he be able to get the fastest lap? We'll stay on board for just a second. So that AMG is no slouch around here. And he does, he takes the fastest lap with a 1:44.7. Looking like he started to creep up onto the back of Iggy now as well. Iggy is going to have to try and get past Japanese character, or he's going to have to go defensive, isn't he? Or as he actually goes for a move there, we see him go for a move up the inside of Japanese character. He's going to get it done. Character holding it on the outside. Iggy's still not finding his way past yet. He's going to have BX to contend with soon as well. BX is starting to creep up onto him. Iggy's still trying to find his way past Japanese character. He's going to go a long way round this time. Can he get it done the long way round? Oh, it was close, wasn't it? He's going to have the inside for this turn here. And he does get it done. That was great driving there from Iggy. Set it up a couple of corners back. Japanese character still trying to come back, but he's got BX to contend with as well. BX trying to find his way past now in the background. Iggy almost onto the back of Syndra as well. BX almost pushing Japanese character along as Iggy goes for the move up ahead. Iggy up into second place. He's got that move done against Syndra. Syndra dropping to third now. Japanese character and BX almost side by side as they come into the bus stop. Oh my god. BX actually picking up a 0.5 second penalty there. That was very aggressive driving there from Japanese character. He didn't want to give up that position, did he? That could have ended in tears for them two guys. In fact, neither of them really wanted to give up that position. Looking like BX had the run, but Japanese character now to fourth place. Syndra, he's there in third. Looking to try and stick with Iggy. What can Iggy do now? Now he's up to second. Can he get onto the back of Viking Dog, who's up there in first place? You can see the gap there on screen. He's got a handsome gap at the moment as Viking Dog. Be intrigued to see if he can keep it there. Syndra looking like he may have got a free pit stop. It didn't work out for him in the end. Looked like a slight tap under braking again from Japanese character. He's managed to find his way through though. That was a clean move. Syndra now down to fourth. So we've got Viking Dog still currently in first place. He's got a nice gap now over Iggy. Iggy has started to reel him in though. In second, Japanese character up to third. Syndra is there in fourth. BX is up to fifth. He's going to be looking to try and make a move on Syndra in the next couple of laps, I'm sure. Looked very quick this evening. Actually, Syndra picking up a penalty there as well, so he is going to lose that position to BX. BX is going to get through easily. A whole second. Syndra, what's going on, man? There you go, so BX moves through. He actually gets Japanese character as well, so Japanese character falling behind Syndra now. BX is now up to third place. Now free to attack the top two, who is, as I say, Iggy and Viking Dog. So Syndra up to fourth place now after serving that penalty. He's managed to get past Japanese character, who has dropped to fifth. He must have had a bigger penalty. I think the bus stopped catching a few of the guys out. I think that's where they're picking up these penalties. So Kyle up to 6th now. He's going to start trying to get onto the back of Japanese character up ahead in 5th. Owen is there in 7th. Ben, he's in 8th. It's unlucky Ben, he had a good start, didn't he? See if he can salvage some positions. Isaac Mitch, not too far behind him in 9th place. Sure, he'll be looking to try and get onto the back of his teammate, but he's got a little bit of work to do, hasn't he? He's got a few cars to get past if he wants to do that. T-Eps is there in 10th. So T-Eps not really making any impact at the moment in this race. I think he started around 10th, didn't he? Chris is 11th. So Chris up to 11th now. He was towards the back, wasn't he? 404 is 12th. And Van der Speck and Lars still having a huge battle at the back of the pack. I'll stay on board with these guys for a minute because they have been having a squabble for quite a few laps now. Lars just not managing to find his way past. Eight minutes left of this race, just under. Viking Dog, he's managed to take the fastest lap again, lap 18, it was a 1:44.6. Just got to try and keep it consistent now, bring that car home. He's not got to worry about being defensive at the moment. Iggy is some way back now. He was closing that gap, wasn't he? But looking like Vikings just managed to extend it enough. So Iggy, he's got a bit of work to do now, hasn't he? But he hasn't got to worry about defending just yet against BX, who is currently up to 3rd place. Which is not bad, to be fair. He's come from the back of the pack, so I think he'd be smiling at the moment. He's managed to make it back up onto the podium. Looking like he's got his work cut out at the moment if he wants to take the win, but you never know. You can never know what can happen in these endurance races. Someone's tyres can fade up ahead, they'll have a moment, and you might snatch that position. And as we've also seen, track limits can also become a factor in this race. And the sun has started coming up now. They've made it through the night. Japanese character now pushing Sindra along the start finish. He's going to have the inside into turn 1. He manages to get that move done. I think at this point the softs are going to be, obviously because he's taking them for a second stint, they're probably going to be a lot faster than the mediums with a lighter fuel load. So Sindra dropping to 5th now. Into the last 5 minutes. So Kyle and Owen now having a bit of a battle. Owen's trying to find his way past Kyle. Kyle's having to go defensive. He is throwing them defensive shapes. Owen going to try and take the slipstream advantage as they come onto the banking for the 20th time. Kyle hugging that inside line. Owen, he pulled out to have a look up the higher line, but thought better of it. Slotted back in the slipstream. It is a bit like a brick wall, isn't it, when you pull out from someone's slipstream around here. So at the moment, just trying to maybe force Kyle into a bit of an error. Keep showing him the nose of that Porsche. Try and make him take the corner a bit wider. Maybe slip it up the inside. So Ben still there in 8th place. Great start from Ben. Just unlucky. Isaac Mitch sat in 9th currently. Also not really making any positions up. TEP's there in 10th. So the top 10 finish. Chris, he is way off the back of TEP's now. He's in 11th. He's just trying to bring that car home now, isn't he? Van der Speck, still 12th. He's managed to create a bit of a gap now to Lars. Lars not hassling him as much as he has been. Now in 13th. So Viking Dog still managing to keep the lead of the race. Tyres are looking a little bit worse for wear now. As I say, just concentrating on bringing that car home now. He's not got to worry about defending, has he? Just got to keep it consistent, try not to pick up any penalties. Which he's done really well at so far. Iggy actually with a fastest lap now, 1:44.6. Maybe he's going for a last late push into the final 2 minutes of racing. BX there we can see in the background, looking like he has started to close that gap to Iggy slightly, but Japanese character 4th. Sindra has dropped off the back of him now in 5th. Owen, he's there in 6th. He's managed to get past Kyle now, finding his way through to 6th. Kyle was there in 7th. Ben still 8th. Isaac 9th. Tiep still 10th. Chris still in 11th. Van der Speck 12th. Lars 13th. But Lars going for a late lunge there. Oh, it nearly paid off for him, but Van der Speck, he's managed to get the switch back. Lars with a huge moment, almost losing the rear of that car. He had to try something, didn't he? Almost ended in tears. Still looking like he's going for a late charge though, maybe trying to salvage a position, try and get past Van der Speck, but I think at this stage, I'm not sure he's going to manage to do it. So this will be the final lap for Viking Dog. Iggy has closed that gap now though, hasn't he? I think Viking Dog is going to be very aware of Iggy in his rear view. Both on very low fuel. I think they may have calculated just enough to get him to the end of this race, and it is the final lap now. So Kyle will finish in 10th. Not managing to get across the line to do another lap before the timer ran out. Which is strange with obviously them cars behind him, but it's a Viking Dog. He had a bit of a shaky start, didn't he? But managed to do a great recovery drive. He's found his way to the front of the pack again. It's looking like he may be on for the race win. Iggy not too far behind him now, but I don't think he's going to be close enough to go for a move as we come into the dying stages of this race. Through the bus stop for the final time. Oh, Iggy looked like he was really deep through there. Iggy trying to keep as much speed as he can, but that may have slapped him with a penalty, and it has. So he's going to lose that. Is he going to lose that position to BX? I don't know. It could be on now for BX. He could get that second place. I think he's too far back at this point though. Could be a drag race to come up to the start-finish line, but Viking Dog, great racing there from Viking Dog. He is going to take the checkered flag, race winner for Viking Dog. Iggy, he's going to bring home in second place. BX is third. Japanese character, please change that silly thing for next time around. Fourth place, Syndra, fifth. Owen, he's going to finish in sixth. Isaac Mitch, seventh. Ben, he brings home eighth. TX is ninth. And then Kyle was 10th, Chris 11th, Van der Speck 12th, and Lars in 13th. And that was the feature race, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll be back tomorrow with the live comms, and I will see you there. I've been your boy Vex. Good night.